Limerick will be looking to the centre half back, Ger Hegarty, to dominate matters at centre of defence and hope that he can turn on the style as he did against Waterford in the semi-final. Ciarán Carey is sure to boost confidence among the Limerick supporters. Doubtful during the week, he's now lines out, linking defence and attack in the key figure at centre field, and hoping that his side can win their first provincial senior title since 1981. Clare will be hoping from a good start, and who better to provide such a start than St. Joseph's Dura Bearfield, James E. O'Connor. Clare welcome back big Tommy Guilfoyle at full forward, and the Fecal man hopes to cause problems to the Limerick defence. Clare's defence and midfield are now renowned for their strength and determination. Team captain Anthony Daly and Stephen Sheehy play leading roles. The Banner supporters are quietly confident of taking the Munster trophy across the Shannon for the second time in its history. Referee Willie Barrett, accompanied by his two linesmen, Willie Horgan of Cork and John McDonagh of Tipperary. The blue and gold of Clare, the green and white of Limerick. Referee Willie Barrett waiting for the McCarthy Brothers pipe band to leave the field. Agus ag yon nomad number Shen Beck Tusno and Clehe Shane to the moon. The whistle, the throw in and the game is on, and first to break away on Limerick, and that's Gary Kirby, keeps it along the ground. John O'Connell of Clare picking it up, pushed it a little bit. Andrew Whelan across the centre it goes, broken on the far side there by Christy Chaplin, racing over the Gaheadis. Frankie Carroll not getting it, leaves it inside to the corner forward. TJ Ryan with the red helmet, the man from Gary Slan, getting the ball in the hand, trying to get inside the Clare defence. Still TJ working his way in field. His shot is blocked down. TJ still in possession, a loose man outside him, that's the full forward. Pat Heffernan shot in across the edge of the square. Clareman regrouping, getting it back in numbers. In his side it goes, looks like Damien Quigley, a hand pass outside to centre half forward. Gary Kirby, a shot. Patrick Swell, Gary Kirby opening the score here in Semple Stadium. The man in the centre of the picture at the moment. Out comes Gerald Loughlin, staying with him is Stephen McDonagh. Very close to the far sideline, kept in play. Back there with Stephen Sheehy into the centre of the field. Racing out to get it is Andrew Whelan, coming out. Has difficulty lifting it, tries to get away from Nash. Declan Nash staying with him, sends it in field, in towards the centre half forward position. In there is Christy Chaplin, a shot by Christy and a point by Christy Chaplin. The 6 Mile Bridgeman, Christy Chaplin, his brother John playing as wing back on the Clare team. Puck out to the far side of the field, the clash of the ash on the far side. Frankie Carroll picks it up. Still Frankie, very close to the far sideline, sends it in field. Clare defence there, Brian Lohan, but not getting it. It's TJ Ryan of Gary Splan in Limerick, sends it across the edge of the square towards the full forward. Pat Heffernan, he's dispossessed by Brian Lohan, finds Pat Heffernan, a shot, and it's gone over the bar by Pat Heffernan. Pat Heffernan from the Blackrock Club in the county of Limerick, taking that pass from Gary Kirby and Frankie Carroll as well. Out it comes, ball nicely for PJ. That's PJ O'Connell. He's lost his stick. They play football in Clare as well. Finds it over to Andrew Whelan. Andrew Whelan sends a low delivery in towards the full forward, Tommy Guilfoyle, and the full back, Michael Nash. Nash going back and getting it. The South Liberties man shuts away his tackle, sends it out the field, out towards the centre half back. Two Clare men going for it. That's Seán McMahon. And Gary Kirby breaks nicely for Seán Mack, putting it, going very close to the ground, but it's TJ Ryan from the Gary Splan Club in Limerick, getting it in field, in towards the cornerback, picked up in there by Anthony Daly, I think. Yes, Anthony Daly coming out with it, out to the side of the field. He's the team captain, booting it up the field, up between the centre back and centre forward. Up goes the hand of Ger Hegarty. He's hopefully hits that one by PJ O'Connell. Going down on it, Willie Barrett waiting for the play to come out. It comes out to Ciarán Carey. Ciarán Carey up towards the wing back and wing forward. Pulled there by Anthony Daly. Breaks out to Pat Heffernan. Flicked off his stick by Lohan. That's pulled back. Brian Lohan's delivery in between the full back and the full forward. It breaks nicely for Tommy Guilfoyle. The ball in the hand pass outside to PJ O'Connell. But in there is Davy Clarke of Limerick, getting it up the field. Up close, Frankie Carroll of Gary Splan. Takes picks it up, left loose for a moment. Frankie is shot, and this one is gone over the bar by Frankie Carroll. Gary Splans, Frankie Carroll slotting that one between the posts. Chaplin going up for it, getting it, only picked up by Carey. That's Ciarán of Limerick. Sends it in between the full-back and the full-forward. David Fitzgerald waiting on his goal line. In there is full-back Lohan. Inside to Pat Heffernan, blocked by David Fitzgerald. Davy from 6 Mile Bridge getting it out to this side of the field. Out it comes between the full-back, wing-back and wing-forward. Breaks behind him. And picked up there by Joe O'Connor, the versatile Joe. Out it goes to his midfielder Ciarán Carey. Stephen Sheehy staying with him. PJ O'Connell in there as well. Along the ground it comes to Mike Houlihan, very close to the line, and it looks like a Limerick ball. It is a Limerick ball, yes. Len Gaynor urging his team to move up the field. That's Mike Houlihan, the Kilmallock man, getting it in towards the Blackrock man Pat Heffernan. Going down on inside. Pat Heffernan being sued by Brian Lohan. Cuts it in field. Picked up there inside by the cornerback Liam Doyle. The other corner actually, Anthony Daly, getting it out towards Stephen Sheehy, not getting it. Pulled it on the ground by Michael Galligan. Racing back and picking up the pieces is John Chaplin. Half hits that one. Finds a Limerick man. No, finds a Clare man. That's James E. O'Connor, who finds a Limerick man, Ciarán Carey. Ciarán Carey back to Ger Hegarty. Ger Hegarty's delivery to the far side to TJ Ryan. In over the head of the cornerback Liam Doyle. The Bo Dykeman going back, getting it and sending it up along the far side of the field. Over comes Mike Whelan from Kilmallock in the county of Limerick into the midfielder to Davy Clarke. He's club mate in Kilmallock as well. Davy with the ball in the hand on the stick at the moment and sending it high, Gary Owen style, in between the full-back and the full-forward. Brian Lohan waiting for the breakdown inside. Clare trying to work it out. They succeed through their wing-back John O'Connell. Out to the number 7, that's John Chaplin, the 6 Mile Bridge man. Up to the other wing-back, Mike Davy Clarke, very close to the far sideline. He'll take deflection off the boot of a Limerick man, I thought, but the linesman Willie Horgan, he's nearer to the play than I am, so it's a line ball to Clare. Huck Tavelina the Conte on Thurles. Christy Chaplin cuts it into the centre. PJ O'Connell battling for it. James E. O'Connor coming into it, trying to get it. It breaks to Andrew Whelan, the Dora Bearfield, the St. Joseph's Dora Bearfield man, sending it in. It's gone to the right and it's gone wide. Willie Barrett, the referee, going to throw in the ball between the two big men. Hardy pulling inside PJ O'Connell and Ger Hegarty. There's a ruck developing. The ball comes out to the Sparrow. The Sparrow out to James E. O'Connor. James E. O'Connor trying to go inside Davy Clarke. Trying to go inside Stephen McDonagh. Sends it across the edge of the square. There is Joe O'Connor. The ball breaks down to the Limerick goalkeeper Joe Quaid. Joe from the Few Hundred Club gets it out to the centre of the field. Up goes the hand of Stephen Sheehy. Gets it as a second attempt. And away goes Stephen. Sending it in towards Tommy Gill. Tommy Gill foil to Ger O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin the Sparrow looks to be brought down. He's working his way into Tommy Gill foil. Look to be held. The referee is waiting for play to develop. It comes out to Ger O'Loughlin. Out to PJ O'Connell. PJ must go for a point, not a goal. He hand passes it across the square. Pulled by a shot and a great save by Joe Quaid. Sent in by Andrew Whelan. But Limerick pick it up through Michael Galligan. Michael Galligan's delivery up towards Liam Doyle. Not getting it. Breaks down inside. Racing back to get it is Brian Lohan, but it's picked up by Liam Doyle. Liam Doyle's delivery out to the far side of the field towards the direction of James E. O'Connor. Falls nicely for the midfielder. That midfielder is Michael Houlihan. Michael Houlihan's shot is blocked down. Close to the far side of the field. Hardy battling on the far side. The ball up along the far side of the field. Ciarán Carey coming for with John Chaplin. Carey getting away from it. Frankie Carroll getting away from it. Carroll getting it into the centre, but picked up there by Anthony Daly. Daly's delivery to the far side of the field, picked up by Davy Clarke. Davy Clarke of Limerick. Out to the far side of the field, very close to the far sideline. In there is Ger Hegarty, Ger O'Loughlin, the battle of the two big men. It's O'Loughlin on this occasion getting it, sending it in. Is this a good score? Yes, it is. Ger O'Loughlin, the scorer. The referee looks at his watch. 21 minutes gone in the first half, a 35-minute half. Ciarán Carey goes down and gets that one out to Davy Clarke on the far side. Really well read there by Stephen Sheehy. A shot, and this one looks to be going for the accuracy. Yes, it has. It's a point by Stephen Sheehy. The head down and the progress being made by Frankie. Staying with him all the way is the Limerick centre half forward, or PJ O'Connell, but that one sent in by Frankie Carroll and sent over the bar. A delightful point by Frankie Carroll. Worked his way out of defence and slotted it over the bar. Battling hard for the Clare men, but it's the Limerick man, Ciarán Carey, who picks it up. Working his way to the far side of the field, the new stand side. Willie Barrett giving advantage. A shot by Ciarán and a point by Ciarán Carey. Puck out to this side of the field. A slight variation of the puck out. Ciarán Carey going down to get that one. Robbed there by Jim McInerney. Send in field. Only into Ger Hegarty of Limerick. His shot is blocked down. It comes out to John O'Connell. John O from 6 Mile Bridge sends it in towards Ger O'Loughlin. Flash inside for it. It breaks to Andrew Whelan. He must score. He must score. It's blocked by Joe Quaid. Davy Clarke back there and clears it out. And the Limerick crowd get behind their team. And it's Ger Hegarty. Ger Hegarty out towards the full forward Pat Heffernan and Brian Lohan. Breaks between them. Cleared out by Liam Doyle. Only out to a loose man, Gary Kirby. A shot by Gary and it's gone to the right and wide. As Jamesy O'Connor sending it in towards the direction of Ger O'Loughlin. Takes it nicely. Gets away from 2 Limerick men. Sends it in and sends it over the bar. Ger O'Loughlin the scorer. A nice sideline cut by Jamesy O'Connor. Ball out to the far side of the field, picked up by Gary Kirby. Gary Kirby across towards Damien Quigley. Quigley dispossessed there by Anthony Daly. Clare coming into the game, a hand pass outside to this side of the field. It looks like the wing back John O'Connell gets away from his marker. Succeed and sends it up the field, up towards centre field. Picked up there by Ciarán Carey. Ciarán Carey's delivery back down into the centre again. Under there will be Brian Lohan. Goes back to get it. Out there on the far side is Michael Galligan. Mike Galligan still battling for it with Brian Lohan, very close to the far sideline. Still Galligan with the ball on the stick. Hand pass it into a loose man. That loose man happens to be the full forward Pat Heffernan. A shot and a point by Pat Heffernan. We're now into injury time and there goes the half-time whistle. A half-time which leaves us on a scoreline of Limerick 11 points, Clare 7. Referee in the centre of the field and the second half is underway. First the breakaway, Clare getting it out to this side of the field to John Chaplin. Clare show one change. Francis Corey in the game for the start of the second half. That ball breaks to Ciarán Carey. He picks it off the ground, so it's a free to Clare, and will Jamesy O'Connor open the scoring in the second half for the men from the Banner County. Jamesy has sent it in and the white flag is about to be raised. Dora Bearfield's Jamesy O'Connor opening the scoring. Davy Clarke from the Kilmallock Club in the county of Limerick. Sending it up towards the direction of Gary Kirby. Not getting on this occasion. Cleared out by Brian Lohan. Out beyond the centre field or towards the centre field. PJ O'Connell not getting it. Picked up by Frankie Carroll. Frankie sending it in and the referee had blown his whistle. The score will not stand, so it's a free to Limerick. The free to be taken by Gary Kirby. The score by Gary Kirby. Going hither and thither over there. Eventually breaks out for Clare to Jim McInerney. Jim Mack sending it into the edge of the square. John O'Loughlin in there. The goalie goes up for it. It comes off at the expense of a 65. Sir Lyons with the 65. Lobs it inside. Michael Houlihan tried to get to it. It's Andrew Whelan who does. For Clare sends it in and it looks good. It is good. Andrew Whelan the scorer. Reducing the deficit somewhat. The banner flags fly here in Semple Stadium.